Hello health enthusiasts, Anna is here and you are watching Naturally Anna YouTube channel where ancient wisdom meets modern science. Spring is here, folks. The most intense transformation unfolds before us, and being a part of nature, we transform as well. By cultivating a seasonal routine, emphasizing seasonal foods and spending as much time as possible outdoors, you can support your physiology in its natural process of springtime renewal and revitalization. Living in alignment with the dynamic rhythms of the natural world is actually one of the most powerful tools for living a disease-free life. While in the previous video we discussed foods you should emphasize during spring, inviting more lightness, sharpness, dryness and heat into your life, today I'm going to share 7 food groups you should minimize in spring, thus allowing your body to cleanse itself of any accumulated imbalances, to rejuvenate its deepest tissues and to restore vitality. Most of the foods I will mention today are absolutely healthy and wholesome. There is nothing wrong with them, but eating these foods during the spring season can create undesirable energetics, resulting in slowed metabolism, mucus formation, coolness and body contraction. With these nuggets of ancient wisdom, you will never again associate spring with seasonal irritants, weak immunity, heaviness and lethargy. So, buckle up and let's start. Minimize heavy fruits and vegetables with high water content. Think about melons, squash, zucchini, cucumber, olives. After the winter period, internal body environment tends to be cold and damp, creating an ideal environment for viruses, bacteria and fungi, and making you feel heavy and lethargic. Lighten up, people! There is an abundance of wild herbs and weeds, leafy greens and sprouts served by nature at this time of the year, because that is exactly what your body needs. Though you might associate large salad bowls and colorful smoothies as ideal spring detox meals, think about this. Human digestive enzymes cannot easily break down raw foods, which is why raw foods often cause bloating, burping, heaviness, constipation in people trying to embrace this practice. And I was definitely one of them. I remember trying so badly to eat more raw foods because these are loaded with vitamins and minerals. Well, true, but that doesn't mean these same vitamins and minerals are easily available to us humans. To be able to digest raw foods, you have to slowly build your digestive fire up so you can truly reap all the benefits of raw fruits and veggies. During spring, in a damp and cold internal environment, your digestive fire might be barely flickering. So opt for lightly cooked or steamed veggies, which will benefit you most during this period. You can still have a small serving of salad with your main meal to boost fiber intake and control the appetite. You can enjoy whole apples and berries as a snack and drink fresh vegetable juices. These are fantastic. But avoid replacing your cooked meals with raw foods only. Wait until summer for more rawness and freshness. For now, cook. Reduce your intake of oily foods. Oily foods are heavy to digest. They sit in the stomach for hours, then travel slowly down the digestive tract, taxing the liver and the gallbladder, two most important organs that need rest and reset in spring. They've been working hard during the winter period when all the extra dietary fat was used to keep you warm and supple. Make sure to reduce your intake of meats, dairy products, vegetable oils, but also avocados, coconuts, nuts and seeds, particularly their butters, and of course fried foods. Use very little olive oil or ghee when cooking, and if you are overweight or battling respiratory issues, substitute oil and ghee with water to prevent sticking or simply use other cooking methods. Milk and dairy products are heavy, unctuous and very much mucus forming in the body channels. All the qualities you want to avoid in spring when lightness, dryness and movement are much needed to recover from winter stagnation and insulation. Of all the foods, milk and dairy are incredibly hard to digest. In most people, they cause an inflammatory reaction, provoking mucus formation, which is your body is told to insulate deeper tissues from milk solids, lactose, but also hormones and many other nasty stuff found in milk, which are concentrated further in the form of cheese, butter, and cream. There are fantastic alternatives available nowadays, so go easy on milk and dairy. Ayurveda has several food classification methods that, once mastered, you can find so much clarity and ease when choosing best foods for your body and best foods to eat in a particular season. Of the 5 tastes recognized by Ayurveda and Western science, including sweet, sour, salty, pungent, bitter, and astringent, first 3 mentioned tastes, sweet, sour, and salty, should be slightly reduced during spring, as foods with these predominant tastes are heavy, oily, and moist, the qualities that suppress body's seasonal demand to cleanse and rejuvenate. All sugary stuff, but also very sweet tasting foods such as bananas, figs, melons, dates, meats, milk, ghee, grains, root veggies. They are all heavy, moist, oily, and they promote tissue build. In the season when you want to trim all the excesses, cut down on very sweet fruits, sugars, but also meat and dairy that are sweet tasting. Sour fruits such as oranges, cheese, and sour cream are moistening and oily, increasing thirst, aggravating water retention and swelling, and creating the feeling of heaviness in the body. So go easy on these foods. And finally, the salty taste, which is derived exclusively from salt. Salt is hydrophilic, which means it attracts water, leading to water retention in the body, edema, high blood pressure, and intestinal inflammation. Do your best to reduce salt intake, particularly by avoiding salted meats, sausages, canned foods, sauces, and prepackaged food products that are usually loaded with both sugar and salt to extend the shelf life, and most importantly for the industry, to make you addicted to this stuff. Pass on. Heavy grains such as wheat, rice, oats, rye, yeasted breads, and pastries are all building in nature, and they have a long digestive period. It is important to remember that only after the digestive process has finished, body's natural cleanse and reset mechanism can kick in. Thus, opt for lighter, easier to digest pseudo grains, which we discussed in the previous video, which are just as delicious yet more appropriate for the season. I obviously cannot make a video without mentioning how unsupportive cold foods and beverages are for your health. The key to wholesome health lies in kindling your digestive fire, taking adequate care of the little furnace in your body that allows you to fully and in a timely manner break down the food you eat, to assimilate all the essential nutrients, and to eliminate the waste products as soon as possible. By taking cold foods and drinks, you will douse that internal fire, slow down the metabolism, and cramp the digestive tract. If you want to prevent congestion, constipation, and mental confusion, keep your diet warm, fresh, and soft. Be kind to your digestion. So what does this mean now? Should you add another bunch of foods onto the forbidden food list? No! Remember that everything that nature gives us as food is good and healthy for us. But the question is when to eat it and how much. Considering our growing separation from the natural world, living in abundance and availability of such a variety of foods all year round, this video is just a reminder to minimize certain foods during the spring season to promote optimal health and reap all the wonderful gifts this season has to offer. Now let me hear from you. Which foods I mentioned here you find hardest to let go from your spring menu? Drop your answers in the comments section below. Look forward to hearing from you. Thank you for watching yet another video on this channel. Give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and if you're hungry for more content on fostering a life of balance, don't forget to subscribe and tap the bell button to be the first one to hear when the new videos are out. Naturally Anna is signing off. I will see you in the next video.